host Jared. This is Captain Clay, and today, Clay, we are talking about reasons for failure. We're going to be talking about reasons given by Napoleon Hill in the amazing book Think and Grow Rich. We're just going to start it off here. First up is a lack of well-defined purpose in life.
What Napoleon Hill talks about in this book, which is critical, is that basically there's no hope for somebody who doesn't know where they want to go. And I just think that's so important. I know we've talked about it before in a little bit of some of the episodes, but it's just super, super important that you know where you're going. This weekend I took my kids to the Great Wolf Lodge over there in Grapevine, Texas. And, you know, my son definitely knew that he didn't want to go down water slides. You know, so he knew like wherever we went that he didn't want to walk anywhere near that. You know, you just so you kind of walking like from one area of the kiddie pool to another area. But as we walked near the slides, he thought we were going on the slides. He was like, no, I don't want to go anywhere near that area. That's kind of how you need to be about your goals. Like if you are going somewhere that's taking you away from where you want to go, even a little bit, you want to have some aversion to it. You know, don't go down the slippery water slides of life unless you intend on going on it.
Now, so how would one determine where that it is that they want to go?
Well, I think for most people, it's about having high expectations for their life and maybe peeling back a few years of what you wanted to do right when you got out of high school, or right when you were in high school, or whenever it was that you last were dreaming, you know, without the limitations of responsibility and adulthood and all those kind of things. Usually I find when people get to be 25, 26, their goals start to be, well, I just want to have insurance. You know, want to have some insurance and just something to fall back on. You know, I just hope I don't get killed by a rock. Yeah, but if it does, that's okay. You know, that kind of. I mean, it's just people don't have very high expectations for their life for some reason after about age 25 or 26. And it's because they've spent too much time usually working in a freaking cubicle at that point at a job they don't like in middle management. Get the heck out of there.
There you go. Next up, lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity.
Yeah, here, can you go ahead and read what he says about that?
Absolutely.
Because he describes it much better than I possibly could there.
He said, we offer no hope for the person who is so indifferent as to not want to get ahead in life and who is not willing to pay the price.
Basically, he's just saying is that if you have no desire to achieve anything of any greatness at all, and you're just totally okay with getting a hardcore B or a B minus, you're screwed. So, I mean, that's Napoleon Hill talking, that's Andrew Carnegie talking, that's not me talking, that's just them, I'm just translating for you. But it's basically you're not willing to do the work needed to get ahead, and you're not even aiming to get ahead, then you're kind of doomed to be at the bottom.
Next up, we've got insufficient education.
What Napoleon Hill talks about here is that you have to have a practical education, know how to do the stuff that you're going to do to generate wealth. For example, if you want to become a great DJ, what you're going to need to do is have some idea of what songs to play, what music works well, how to MC, how sound works, how to market, how to do sales. That's the kind of education you need. You know, if you want to become a doctor, you're probably going to have to go ahead and go to school for a long time, do the residency, do the whole process. If you're going to be a lawyer, you got to pass the bar. I mean, there's things you have to do. There's the kind of education you have to have per industry. If you're going to become an auto detailing guru like this guy, you're probably going to have to mentor under him for at least, 30 years?
Something like that. Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, I had my Tahoe or not Tahoe, it was a Suburban. I don't own a Tahoe, so that was a falsification. But I had my Suburban detailed this weekend, and he got past that grime. He got under there, and got past the dirt and the smell, and we got down to the core, into the essence of what almost appeared to be a new vehicle. And it started to smell good, and I just wanted to hug you, but I was in Dallas, and so I didn't.
I'm glad you were in Dallas. Oh, thank you. So now what you're saying then is that everybody needs to go to college.
No, I'm saying everyone has to get a skill to pay the bills. So if you need to learn how to detail, do it. If you want to become a DJ, learn that skill. If you become a photographer, do it. However, I'll tell you this, there's a whole bunch of people with degrees that cannot market. So maybe you just want to learn how to market for people that have businesses that can't quite get the phone to ring. Deep thoughts.
Now, one thing that we've talked about, I know this is going off script here just a little bit, is that one thing you did, because I know you went to school for a while and then didn't go to school, and I didn't go to college, but one thing you've always talked about Grow Rich.
Right.
And doing things like this help you get to where you are, owning 10 businesses
There's
now?
11 different entities there.
11 different businesses.
Yeah.
And so you're doing fairly well.
Yeah.
But you didn't graduate college.
No. But the thing is that I'll give you some stuff here. If you are somebody that's wanting to start a business, like you said, you need a mentor. I mean, I would really, really think long and hard about who it is you want to become like, and to start reaching out to them, to study them. I mean, the guy that I'm fascinated with, that I want to hug him in a very appropriate way. It's so funny for you, but it's you do like you're weird when you want to hug a guy. But no, Clifton Talbert is a guy. He grew up without a mom. He grew up without a dad. He grew up in Glenelg, Mississippi. He's a black man. His neighbors were KKK people. I mean, a rough existence. He got drafted, if you know, to Vietnam. I mean, we can give you all sorts of reasons why he shouldn't be successful, but he is. And Cliff's, been a multimillionaire, a very successful guy. What's interesting to me is that he now in his 60s does whatever he wants to do, and he's always done that. So right now he's working on some kind of covered airport parking project we're talking to him about. He's traveling around the country speaking. He's writing books. Before that, he helped bring the Stairmaster to market. He was a New York Times best-selling author. His life was made into a movie. He wrote curriculums for schools. What else has he done? He's been a banker. I mean, the guy's been. He helped start a bank. The guy's been everywhere. And it's like he has like a Forrest Gump kind of existence, where he's shaking hands with dignitaries on one hand. He's working with entrepreneurs. He's getting his hands dirty working in a business. He's writing books. I mean, I just think it's awesome to have a dynamic and epic life, one that's heroic, where you have ups and downs and big things that happen, and I just love that. I think it's exciting. So I think for me, what I look for out of a mentor is somebody who's living the life that I want to live, or that I would like to live. And I think by trying to emulate Cliff and walk in the same footsteps that he has, is when I can, been able to emulate a lot of the success he's had, and really just have a similar life. So a lot of times people ask me, what do I do? And I'm sure he gets the same question asked to him, what do you do? And he's like, I'm an author, speaker, business guy. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. I think it's important that you do live a dynamic life, and that you really strive to make your life epic.
There you have it. If you have any questions, please leave them on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can always email Clay directly at Clay@makeyourlifeepic.com, that is. Clay, why don't you give us 30-second send-off here?
I'll tell you this, we're getting closer to September 10th, which is the Man Up Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. It's www.manupbootcamps.com at the Renaissance Hotel. Renaissance. It's September 10th. It's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And you got to go to the website and click it to get a ticket. You got to be there. It's going to be awesome. It could change your life, and if it doesn't, I'm going to refund you personally the $97. I'll just be $97. Your life wasn't changed.
You're definitely not going to need that refund.
Yeah, it's awesome. I promise you're going to learn more things about what you need to know. You're basically going to learn every action step you need to take to get you where you want to go, and to help you make the kind of money that you really deserve and that you want to earn.
There you go. Man Up Boot Camp's coming up here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Renaissance Hotel and 71st and 169. Go to Man Up Boot Camps. There's the S on the end there. manupbootcamps.com for more information. We'll see you next time.
Hey!